First of his name, Sex Lord of King's Landing.
Probably just going to die heroically. In a way he didn't even realize. He goes, that, or as a twist, he's going to fucking go on to be known as like some great fucking hero.
Yeah.
One of those two. He's either going to die heroically or live heroically.
Yeah.
With a giant dick. All right? Like a baby's arm holding a grapefruit.
All right. So, no,
no. A durian.
Now, I don't know how it's going to happen, but I do think it'll be something heroic. Like, he will die because he's saving somebody.
Yeah.
I think that by saving Tyrion,
cowards
he killed
make the
somebody
best heroes.
well, not even a coward, but it's that hero in the least likely of places, which is kind of Podrick.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Annie.
Because he's a sex hero that you wouldn't have expected.
Yeah.
All right. Bronn of the Blackwater.
I like the idea of him taking over the Rock. And also, Bronn is a survivor. He's like a river, okay?
No, I'm going to agree. I think he actually lives.
She is not happy with you.
What, boo? Oh, Annie. Oh, honey. What is it? What is it? Okay.
I love how she's just like, what?
Grey Worm.
Dead.
Oh, yeah, he's totally dying.
He's a fucking soldier.
Yep.
The whole misandry thing's a little fucking weird, but hey, nah, he's dead. He's dead. There's no other way around it.
Yeah, he's dying. And it may not even be heroically, he's just dead.
No, he's a soldier.
Which to go along with it, Missandei.
You know what? If a lot of the deaths are going to happen much like fucking the Deathly Hallows school fight to where it'll just pan and, oh, look, everybody's dead, they'll both be dead next to each other. But if they're actually going to,
that would be a TV show ending. I don't think that's how it would go in the books, and I don't know how she would end up dying.
Something tells me a lot of these people are going to die like fucking it's the goddamn Battle of Hogwarts fight. Yeah. It is screaming that, so yeah. She's going to be dead right next to Grey Worm, and you're not going to know why, and nothing's going to make it fucking satisfying because they were all just auxiliary characters to begin with, so who gives a fuck?
I mean, they're literally fighting the dead. So it's going to be... All right. Gendry.
Gendry going to live.
I agree with that, actually.
Gendry's going to stay. All right. Bull got strength. He's going to make it.
Now, I like the idea. Here's what I like the idea of. Daenerys dies. Jon ends up winning, like, the Battle of King's Landing, and they drive the Night King back, whatever it is that happens. He legitimizes Gendry, and Gendry rules.
That would be cool.
That's actually what I kind of like. And if you flip it, if Davos lives, Davos becomes Hand of the King. I like that idea. That would be...
Because he can legitimize Gendry. He is proof of the legitimacy of Gendry because he was protecting the heir of Robert from Stannis.
Yeah. I just like that idea. There's something about that that's interesting. Because Jon's not going to want the Iron Throne.
No.
So either somebody else will sit
he's not even going to want Winterfell.
Or it'll all be upset. Like
he's going to, you know what he's going to end up doing?
Shaken up.
He's going to have the Kung Fu ending, okay? Where he's going to wander the waste beyond the wall. With the free folk. He's going to finally be free. He's going to be with his people. He's going to be with the free folk. With the land of his love.
Beric Dondarrion.
Wait, who's Beric Dondarrion?
One eye, flaming sword.
Oh, he dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, he dead. He actively is dead, Jake.
I should have saved this one.
You know what would be super cool? If he takes out one of the others, because he has Rhaelor's light within him. That's how he's being, he keeps getting resurrected, because technically he's a light zombie, okay? He's Carly Amenethil, bringing it back to some WoW shit.
You're welcome, Claire.
He is a zombie of the light. He's going to take out one of the others in like an explosion. He is going to fucking die and he's going to explodedly die and take out at least one other.
So one of my questions...
And I don't mean other as in something else. I mean one of the others.
One of my questions for you, I actually have that revolves around Beric. So, all right, final one, Bob.
Wait, didn't Darren...
The man...
Isn't he already dead? Didn't him and Thoros die already?
Tormund? No.
No, Thoros of Mir.
Thoros did,
Thoros,
yes.
I thought Beric did as well.
No, he died during the dead bear attack. Tormund Giantsbane.
Here's the weird thing. I don't think it matters with because Tormund Giantsbane, he who fucks a bear, okay, him who slept with
He's
bear.
one of my favorite characters. I love Tormund.
His entire life is living everything to the fullest. I will love that fucking triangle between him, Jaime, and Brienne.
Oh, dude, it'll be so good. Is he gonna fuck you with his gold hand?
But I honestly, my answer is it doesn't matter. I know it sounds like a crapshoot. It sounds like or a cop out. But yeah, live or dead, he's gonna do it all to the fullest. All right, he's just gonna. It doesn't matter with him.
Now,
I abstain.
What I think is gonna happen, I think he's gonna die. But this is gonna be one of my questions. Give me just a second.
How awesome will it be?
No,
because the answer's pretty fucking.
My question is, let me get out my list of questions here.
Holy shit!
All right, Bob. If Tormund lives, okay, will Jon Snow give him a house? Like, if you think of like the Last Hearth or White Harbor, one of those places, will Jon give it to Tormund?
Well, technically, Tormund already has a house. Half the progeny of Bear Isle is his. He is the man who slept with a bear. Mage, there. It's one of those things that's all but confirmed. He's the dad of her kids.
Really?
Yeah, because
I don't remember seeing that.
He slept with a bear. And
so you're not saying a literal bear.
No,
you're meaning
when he's talking about the bear
Mormont.
that bared him cubs.
He's actually talking about Mormont.
Yeah, Lyanna Mormont is probably his kid, which is why she's fucking 80% badass.
Dude, that's fucking awesome. I love that idea.
Yeah, it is a cool fucking idea because Bear Isle is right there, and they've often crossed over to get for hunting and for trading. To where, Bear Isle trades with fucking wildlings, Jake.
It's true.
So,
I can't. I've got nothing against it.
Yeah.
Will we see? Will we again see either Jaqen, Dario, or depending on if you believe the theory, Syrio?
I would love to see Syrio show up.
And it actually be Jaqen, or as in Syrio,
just period.
Syrio? Because
that means he took out he just bitch smacked a goddamn a fucking gold cloak, or not gold cloak, but a Kingsguard with a wooden sword. I hate the fact that it was just and then he died. Like, nah.
Yeah. I would love to see Syrio. Do you think we'll see Dario Naharis or Jaqen Hagar?
Dario Naharis is.
I think he's going to be in the Golden Company.
He's
I think he's going to show up.
Dario's going to die.
Company, but
chances are, what if Dario challenges Jon and then just gets fucking gutted? No, I think with Dario, he's going to be pissy, run off, and get turned into a white.
Okay.
But, Jaqen, I don't know. You know what? Okay, here's how Jaqen's going to show up again, Jake. If Arya lives, the prologue is going to be what? Like fucking probably a couple years later, or it'll be over the course of a while of things being built. It's going to show Jaqen Hagar. Like one time Arya's just walking around. She'll notice somebody and they'll change faces or something like that to show that either they're always watching her or most likely she was doing exactly what they wanted them to do. That's it.
All right. So
they'll do the Departed bullshit cop-out ending to where Arya is just going to get killed in the prologue. The end. Bump, 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 bump.
All right. So I'm sorry.
There's
There's two that are kind of tied together, but First, will we see Nymeria? Will she arrive at Winterfell, or will she tag along as they're heading toward King's Landing?
Oh, they're gonna be a turning point in one of the fights.
I think Nymeria is going to show up during the Battle of Winterfell.
During one of the battles. Either at Winterfell, before or after, at some point in time. If it's at the battle, it'll be when Arya's about to get fucked. And out comes Nymeria and her pack. Yeah. Her ward pack.
Dude, that would be so fucking badass. I would love to see Nymeria.
And then, after that, fucking there's going to be instances where there's night raids onto the fucking undead, and it's going to be fucking Arya warging.
In the books, I could see that, but maybe not the TV show. So, not so much Nymeria. I guess the same question could be asked, but will Ghost die?
Yes. Ghost will probably die.
Because it seems like whenever those things happen, like in the story, whenever their wolves die, it's because they are entering a certain phase of their life.
Yeah.
At that point. So, yeah. Since it's being pimped, and it's something that I've been hearing a lot on various like YouTube channels and sort of thing, will the crypts be important? Not play a minor role, but will the crypts actually be important and be a huge role?
You need to hit that T a little harder, Jake. Because, I'm sorry, because I seriously was like, what the fuck? The crypts are in this story? Well, probably they'd side with the others because they have a lot of blue. But
the crypts.
Oh, you know the Boltons are a bunch of bloods.
Right.
No, not in the show because it was never stated as being anything of import.
But look at all the trailers and everything. They're
They will have discussions there because it is a known set piece. That is why the crypts will be used, because they are a known set piece. They are where the discussion of what truly started a lot of bullshit was when when Robert and Ned talked and they decided they were going to marry their kids, which was integral to Ned going to King's Landing.
Yeah.
Just as much as the fucking letter. All right. Littlefinger's bullshit letter. All right. And so it's where it all starts, and it's also where it's all going to end. It is the starting point of so many of the journeys. It was the starting point of Bran's big journey. It's just, now, that should sound like it's good writing, but it's not going to be good writing. It's just going to be there because they need to have a discussion between two people where one of them Game of Thrones is the other.
Yeah.
And everybody knows the crypts.
Okay. So, you already gave your opinion on Beric, but I actually think this is possible. Will Beric use the Kiss of Life to resurrect Jon? Because in the books, he uses it to resurrect Kat as Lady Stoneheart. So he ostensibly dies in the book just so that she can live. But would the show use that as a form? Because Jon's already told Melisandre not to bring him back.
No, he's not going to allow it. He wouldn't allow it. To the point to where Ghost would rip his throat out. If he tried, he would end up fucking be warged in a ghost and rip out his throat. No.
Okay.
He's going to die by blood. He is going to Chaozu them, Jake. All right? He is going to Chaozu a couple others.
Dude, I can only imagine the different YouTube videos that will be created.
Goodbye, Tien!
Wasn't Chaozu like your favorite character?
Oh, he was Cody's, yeah.
Or Cody's, yeah.
No, the thing I liked about Chaozu is the first 3 episodes of Dragon Ball I saw was that fight where he died 3 different times.
Oh shit, that's funny.
All Goodbye, right. My friends.
Just a couple more, Bob. Okay, so will the Night's Watch be disbanded? If not, who becomes Lord Commander?
Jamie. But I don't think it'll get disbanded because there's still things, but it'll become.
It depends on how you think.
It'll no longer be a wall. King. It'll be a gateway.
So, but think about it. Really is going to depend on how you think the shit with the Night King is going to happen. Is it they just drive the Night King back so that he goes away for thousands of years like it was before, or is it an actual end of the Night King? Because if you actually end the Night King, there's no point of having
Well,
a wall.
the others are a race, so you never know how many are still out there. So, that whole shit with the free folk will sort of end. There will always be animosity to where the hole that was cut in it will become a gateway to bridge the north and the north, okay? And there'll still need to be watchers on the wall, just because you never know. It'll dwindle, of course, and of course it'll dwindle too low, and that's always when bad things happen, but nah, I don't think you'll ever fully defeat the enemy, so there will always be watchers on the wall.
Yeah, I don't know, as much as I hate the whole brand,
or it'll become the new throne. If you with John's gonna win everything, it's gonna be the new fucking, the North will be ruled from the wall.
See, and that's the thing, like, I don't like the whole brand as the Night King in whatever iteration, because there's like 5 different ways that people talk about it. I don't like any of them, but I have a feeling that's the way it's going to go. Just because Bran is...
be bad writing.
Bran is one of the biggest threats to the Night King, and so there's just something there.
Yeah.
All right, so last one, and then I just have a real quick discussion.
Sure.
Okay? Will this show end with Samwell making like Samwise and be writing the Song of Ice and Fire? So essentially all of the books and the entire story is actually written by Samwell. Whether he's a maester or not, but everything we've seen is just the events as he logs them.
It's him and Bran sitting down to have a good write.
Not even him and Bran necessarily, just him writing the book, the Song of Ice and Fire.
Yeah.
I mean, considering he's such a Tolkien nerd, I really think that... I know it's more Frodo that does all of the writing, but Samwell also in the books. Yeah, he bookends it in the books, not so much in the film. But
he gives the ending that you can never win. Sure, they saved the world, but at the cost of never being happy. Like, they were all... Like... Of the 18,000 endings of Return of the King, my absolute favorite of those 4 hobbits coming back home, everybody's having a good time, and they can't. Yep. They've experienced something that no one can fucking understand.
Samwise does a little bit more because he at least gets married and have kids, but he eventually goes to the Undying Lands also.
Oh, he does?
In the books, if I remember right, he actually gets on the boat with Frodo. Like, his kids are already grown.
Fucked. Like, they're all fucked. Like, which is why I kind of like the way fucking... it's also the same way the whole Hunger Games story ends. It gives you this idea of like, oh, her and what's-his-face, they get married. They have kids. Everything looks great. But the final shot of the movie, like, everybody gave the movie shit because it made it seem like, oh, it's all happy-zappy. No, she is plagued with the life that she lived. And the ending shot is her just putting on that fake smile with dead eyes.
Yeah.
Like, everything's good.
Yeah.
Everything's...
But see, this world is more upfront
everything's
with its
fucked to begin with,
in Game of Thrones than what it is in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Which is why I think there's not going to be that whole, everybody's changed kind of thing.
The Song of Ice and Fire is a collection of stories just like the Song of Songs. How about that? It will be the collection of the stories that came about from this weird fucking clusterfuck. So much like the Bible book of the Song of Psalms, it's going to be the Song of Ice and Fire.
Yeah.
It's going to be the stories of everything that happened written down. So yes, it's going to be Samwell writing a thing.
Yeah. So real quick, there was a interview that the actor who plays the Night King that he did, and he mentioned that there's in this 8th season, there's going to be a stare down moment like that same one from Hardhome with him and Jon Snow, except it's going to be more intense and dramatic.
Because there's not going to be we're rowing away on our boat.
Now, let me tell you what I think is actually going to happen. I should say, I don't think this is going to be what happens, but this is what I want to happen, okay? I want, for the battle to be raging, and if it looks like that the Sight of the Living is gaining the littlest bit of ground, he gets on Viserion and takes flight. And without thinking, that whole stare down, he's like in flight on Viserion, and Jon Snow's on the ground and looking up at him, and he just jumps on Rhaegar or Rhaegal and takes off.
Yeah.
And they start doing fucking dragon battle in the skies. That would be fucking dope. I don't think that's going to happen, though.
Nah. I'm sorry, Jake. This still brings up a question from last season. Why did they have the chains? I am never getting over this, Jake. I will never, ever get over this.
Really? Because I can't tell, Bob.
I can't fucking stand this shit. They had 2 miles of chain just carrying it. Granted, zombies don't have encumbrance issues, so you don't have to worry. Even then, a slow march, oh well, you're not fast traveling, okay? I cannot get over it. Every time I see that fucking dead dragon, all I'm going to be able to think of is 2 miles of chain. Fuck them. All right, y'all.